Usually regarded as America's game, this showdown hits a different chord each year when it comes around. Filled with tradition and pageantry, it's a game unlike any other, and one in which the nation's finest will battle and fight for the honor and privilege to sing second. Welcome to East Rutherford, New Jersey, MetLife Stadium, home to the Jets and the Giants. It's the Navy midshipmen and the Army Black Knights. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. The Black Knights headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The midshipman offense is on the field to start this game. The midshipmen able to pull out a hotly contested game the last time these two met.
Yeah, and most of these games in this series are so phenomenal. The offenses are carbon copies of each other. They look identical. They know what each other is going to do.
There he goes. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Wants to throw. It's Woodson. Taken in by Smith on the right side. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. On the option, he'll pitch it. Across the 45. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hutchison. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. This rivalry started in 1890 when Dennis Mikey, for whom the stadium at West Point is named, taught Navy into playing a game, and the Mids blew him out.
And since that first blowout, obviously, this has been an unbelievable rival.
Could be an alley. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Robinson. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Makes the grip. Got enough space. And he'll take it in and house it.
Good job by this offense. This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Army's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes Cale Hellams. Still a lot of upside for this quarterback, and they're hoping he can reach his potential. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing. And it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Gives it on the option. Makes it past the marker. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Rivalries are the lifeblood of college football, and here are a few of the things that make this one special. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Wide receiver comes in motion. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Gives it on the option. Maybe some room here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mike! Will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Sends it back in motion. Got his man up. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. Can they catch him. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams. Big special.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Black Knights offense will go to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play.
There's some room. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out.
Breaks into the open. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Anderson. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Touchdown, Army! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Back to throw, it's Woodson. Hauls it in. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They'll try to snap it quickly. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Listen, at this point, at the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. Now on second down. Running inside. It's Bryant. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Hutchinson. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Navy operating with a fresh set of downs after that last completion. In the red area, it's Bryant.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Pulls it in. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Woodson. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Timeout taken by the offense as their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Under fire. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Back over to your game inside MetLife Stadium. We figured we'd be in store for a defensive stalemate. Instead, these 2 teams have moved the football on the ground. Kind of a throwback game, and I'm not sure there's any need to change it up in the second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Army and Navy plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Checking in with the Army head coach coming out of the locker room. He is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Black Knights decide to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Takes it on the return. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Navy offense sails out, ready to go to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The run inside. It's Bryant. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Ball at the 38. The defense will get a stop on 3rd and short. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They got it at the 30.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback keep. There's a crease. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here comes the option. The pitch. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, here's Robinson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And I love the aggressiveness and physicality of this defense. 3rd down, they run the football. You say absolutely not. This is a strength of this offense. Usually they're really good at converting 3rd downs. This defense just stood up and made a play.
Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Motion from the back. The give to the fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire right when the ball's snapped.
Maybe a crease. Inside the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Black Knights! And the comeback is on.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Checking in from the Navy sideline. This has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Give running right, it's Robinson. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. Dropping back, it's Woodson. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. That's exactly what they told him. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll go with Robinson. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll go to work on first down here, and what a season we've had. Final weekend of the regular season. Great ball game, tight in the fourth quarter, right where you want to be. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy from us.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion. Now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there are still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Under fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing it big.
And here's the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and then stopping that clock.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Back open in the middle. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Makes the grab on the left.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a 1st down.
This just looks like a different quarterback at this point of the game. We've seen a little bit of up and down play from him so far, but right now, lights out on this 2-minute drive. 3 for 3 so far. He's got this offense hung.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. He'll do it himself. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And this is a different situation, right? A field goal does you nothing here. So you can't run the football too many more times. Stay in a hurry. Got to push the ball down the field.
Turning it on. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
You've got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra 1st downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
They've got the screen set up. Touchdown, Army! And they take 6 more points.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do, just like practice. Knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And now they've decided to go for 2. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. Now improvising. He is in, and they roll the dice. Won't settle for the tie. They take the lead with a 2-point conversion. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And this offense has another opportunity to put us in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Looking for a man. It's Woodson. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. The line of scrimmage is the 43. That leaves this kicker with 60 yards, separating him from a game-winning kick and becoming a legend. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. This would be a long, long field goal to win the game, but it comes with even more risk. The return. It'll be short. Kicker didn't quite have enough juice to get that one through. Perhaps you're not aware the Army actually has more boats than the Navy, and today they also had more points. And as a result, they will celebrate a win in this rivalry game with the traditional Sing Second. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
All